Succeeded in Valor's favor. We need to quickly take a look at it. I mean, it did kind of started off a little bit better in the pistol round as we saw, but then it kind of did not work out. Maybe I think it was something to do with how the play was done from Valor continuously, round after round, and especially losing these Odin battles. Twice the Odin was not let to pop up, right? And I think somewhere the confidence started falling down for Rio, and especially an Odin getting denied. And also even in an eco round, where it was a good round, the commitment was there, the Bladestorm was utilized in a good strategy, but not checking nook and corner. And as you said, it was just the plays being done here from Valor. They were doing those surprises where nobody expected. Even Paradox, that jump towards first lane when there was a fragment already, nobody expected somebody to be so quick and immediately jump to first lane. Paradox does that. And I think these are the reasons that we did not see Reckoning even having a chance. There was somebody to make outplays. Hawks gaining so much space. Who would have even thought that to do a defender's side, somebody would have crossed from trees?
And Rio holding this angle for way too long. Like, we did spot him with the Odin and the same positioning in both area twice, but the way Paradox pulled it through with just an Ares and multiple utilities split everywhere around the corner, I believe that was worth and treat to the eyes, worth the watch and treat to the eyes. And this triggered discipline from Fox. Like, I have mentioned it, if you know Fox, know about his tricks, and every single time Fox is bringing in some or the new tricks. And Paradox was also very close to losing this round, but somehow, somewhere, he was able to pull the string right on time and made the puppet show all his.
Exactly, there were the tricksters, if you want to call them, from Valor who were ready in various rounds, and even this round, which could have been lost as they were trying to make it work. Rio, the opportunity was found, but then they are dead again. Somebody is going to be trying to stay back offside, trying to play it slow, and they immediately make sure they use utility and dump it towards backside, and then they gain control of it. It happened, and look at this again. The reads was just brilliant. They knew whatever Reckoning were doing, it was not working. So they're going to be making some risky moves, trying to make it function, and they did it. They tried for a backstab, got punished for it. They went for I would say, a huge rotation, got punished for it. Everything was being read, but this round from Bullet, what was that? How was it even allowed? And then this play coming in from Paradox, you saw, right? Nobody even had a chance to jump to side. There was a jump, but that damage from the nanoswarm and the turret was just enough for them to take them down. That was the brilliant utility setup coming in from Paradox. That was the trick we are talking about that was played.
And also the Ares spray, there was nowhere they could go, neither in the valley, either the valley or the well was the situation for the players with all the nanoswarms and the Ares. If they would have been able to jump the site as well, the players still would have been taken down. Harsh here did try to turn the table, getting some extra frags, but then Fox again picking up the pace, taking all the action by himself. Few rounds were earned here without a doubt. Deadly was trying to pull everything together which was falling apart, and he had to do something or the other which was correct for his team. But then Team Valor again picking up the pace
to secure yourself the victory of this entire grand finals. But meanwhile, as we talk about those attacking half from the side of both the teams, they made it possible, they made it look so smooth that it was so mesmerizing to watch out the rounds for the side of Reckoning as well as for the side of Valor, because the picks they did was so amazing.
I think if Reckoning wouldn't have gotten to match point early on, maybe Valor could have had a chance to close it. But yes, the mistake and the timing that they did. When they heard that the turret was recalled from Bad Luck, they should have tried and pushed up. Rather, they wasted the time. And the players on site, they should have also tried and backed off. It should have been again a clean 5v5 retake. They make the mistake of not backing off, trying to fight it out. And they did that, I would say, commitment to making a fight was the pick that Hawks did towards Suez. That Deadly was taken down. Unfortunate that did happen, but then you saw a couple of rounds were messy. Isolated fights were being taken down, and then Valor paid the price for it. And this move, it's not always about the number games, it's also about the utilities. Just because there was a point that the lockdown from the Killjoy was used, and they knew they did not have time to fight with the lockdown, they had to go out of the side. Bad Love had the advantage of winning it, and you saw Reckoning after that one or the other way were trying to figure things out, but there were also counter pushes coming through Valor, who also find a way to equalize the score, where overcommitments were done from Reckoning to win it. But this round from Pixels, Everybody knew, everybody heard Necros, but still, Pixels won that war.
Of course, Pixels won that war for sure, but eventually, what we got to see at this point of time, the 10-10 score line after that, to Paradox wanted to go with those beautiful shots, and especially Jane with those operator shot. He did some brilliant picks what his entire team needed, and after that, this Hunter Fury, he got one down, eventually got with those beautiful picks, but yes, that 11-10, then back-to-back 3-round losses for the side of Team Valor. That was quite unexpected, but eventually, they managed to get those rounds in their favor, and they got a clean sheet victory for themselves in this map of heaven. Though it was a close one, both the teams were in the double digits, but eventually the victory went in the favor of the side of Reckoning in this particular map. The lockdown was set up, and he got completely taken down. Eventually Hawks this one by one pick, the ADS was completely pinned up at that position. Though bad luck, he was the one to create all of it in the last round particularly.
I mean, this looks